Alright, yo, what's going on, everybody? We back with another video. If you guys didn't know, like May of last year, something kind of big happened, or small, depending on if you knew it or not. We lost one of the best artists, the best writers of all time, in my opinion, being Kentaro Miura, and with it, we probably are never going to get finished one of, in my opinion, the greatest mangas of all time, being Berserk. And yes, Berserk is a good manga, bruh. Like, according to, you know, some quick research, you know, it's outsold Yu Yu Hakusho, Inuyasha, Haikyuu, Tokyo Revengers, stuff like that. You know, like, we can even see like that Berserk influence in games such as like Devil May Cry, Final Fantasy VII, and Elden Ring, Dark Souls, like the Soulsborne games in general. I mean, like, there's been Berserk references in movies, like Infinity War, when Thanos slimed out his daughter, and when Hawkeye slimed out Black Widow, and I'm pretty sure there was one of Amazing World of Gumball too. So yeah, like, Berserk influence definitely greater. It's definitely greater, and you know, that's not all like unwarranted. Like, all that hype really isn't unwarranted. It really is, like, thanks to its characters, its story, and its themes. One of like Berserk's strongest suit is its characters. Berserk has a very dynamic range of characters that are all vastly different from each other in terms of, like, you know, personality, ideals, designs. And, you know, for example, one of the main characters, Casca, it should be noted that she was one of the first female leads in anime, which I think is pretty cool. But something even cooler is that she's one of the first black characters to play such a major role in anime, which, you know, hits home for me, which is all super dope stuff. And if we look at like the other two main characters, being Guts and Griffith, and the duality between them, Kentaro Miura kind of like went off. Like, the Guts and Griffith are pretty interesting characters, and how they relate to each other, and also how like they differentiate from each other. Like, in terms of like how they relate to each other, you know, they're both like swordsmen, they're both prideful, both of them kind of really don't care who they gotta kill in order to get what they want, you know, stuff like that. But like, in terms of like how they differ and how closely it's like related to each other, is actually crazy. Like, everyone knows like Guts, like Guts is basically a meme at this point. I think everybody, even if you haven't seen Berserk, even if you haven't read the manga, I think you know who Guts is. A big, angry dude with a big sword. But like, as opposed to Griffith, who's kind of like the exact opposite of Guts, where, you know, he's a lot more like childlike in his demeanor. He's a lot more tactful. He's not the type of guy to really like get his hands dirty unless he has to, which is, I think, why I like Griffith. But there's even more, like, in terms of like their different like viewpoints on like different types of like societal like themes differ. Like, if we talk about like fate, right? In the beginning of the book, you know, Guts was originally like, yeah, this is just how it is. That's just how it be, you know. I mean, I got a bad life. That's just how it is, man. And then he went to, you know what? Screw the past, bro. It's all about the future, bro. It's all about the future. You know, like, your past don't define you, and that's top tier. That's top tier, bro. If we look at like Griffith, right? Griffith was originally like, when he was a kid, like when he did his little backstory when he first met the God Hand, it was like, yeah, he's trying to get out of like his spot. Like, he doesn't think that like his like current destiny is like what defined him, and eventually he decided himself that like this was his destiny, so he ended up going back to like a destiny that defined him, which is like, you're kind of clever for that. You're kind of clever for that. You're kind of clever for that. But yeah, Guts and Griffith, like, they're pretty dope characters, like perfect foils. I think they're perfect foils, and like they're primary examples of like the amazing characters in this series. There's a couple other characters that I think are very cool, like Puck, Varnies, that demon dude I'm forgetting the name of. But again, pretty interesting characters.